Hi there, Eric Simpson here, and welcome to the Coach Me Slim and Trim formula, a formula that's been designed and put together for busy professional women who want to increase their energy levels, confidence levels, and for those that it's appropriate for, that want to drop between 2 and 3 dress sizes in the next 3 to 6 months and get off of that crazy diet treadmill if you find yourself on that. And in this week's tip, I'm going to speak about carbohydrates. Are they good or are they bad for you? And the reality is carbohydrates are neither. I think a better way of looking at carbs is getting an understanding of what carbohydrates actually do to your body. So I've got some notes here to keep myself on track because it is a very big area, carbohydrates. There are books and books on carbohydrates. So I'm going to cover 3 specific areas that I believe will help you if your goal is to reduce weight in terms of reducing body fat. I'm going to speak about the amount of carbohydrate you should be aiming to eat per day. I'll speak about when you should be eating the carbohydrates, and then I'll speak about the effects that carbohydrates have on your body in terms of your hormonal system. And I'm going to pick on 2 particular hormones, leptin and insulin, to speak about, because I want to keep this video relatively short, punchy, so you can get some real takeaway information. So first of all then, the amount of carbohydrates you should be eating per day. If you could aim for between 50 and 100 grams of carbohydrate per day, that's going to be absolutely superb in terms of helping your body to remain in a fat burning mode. Now you may be wondering, what does 50 to 100 grams of carbohydrate actually look like? Well, the way that I work it out is I keep it very, very simple, and I simply say 1 serving of carbohydrate equals 25 grams. So a slice of bread, I'll class that as 25 grams. A small serving of rice, I'll class it as 25 grams. A small serving of pasta, I'll class as 25 grams. A piece of fruit, a banana, I'll class as 25 grams. So that keeps it really simple. Now, an apple may be less than 25 grams, but I'd rather overestimate than underestimate. And that just makes it really, really easy for people to understand when I'm speaking to them, to sort of describe it like that. So that's the amount of carbohydrate you're looking at consuming. When should you be eating carbohydrates? My recommendation would be you consume all of your carbs up until your evening meal. And after that period of time, evening meal going forwards, any snacks you may be having, should really be protein-based and vegetables. That sort of combination is what you're looking for your evening meals. Third thing I want to speak about then is the effects of carbohydrates on certain hormones, and I mentioned leptin and insulin. So when you have high levels of blood sugar, which is as a result more often than not of you eating lots of simple carbohydrates, the way the body regulates that and actually reduces that level of high blood sugar is to release insulin, and you're probably aware of that anyway. So it will release insulin from the pancreas to remove some of that blood sugar, which is what the body is meant to do, and that's how the body functions. But there is a problem with that. When you have consistent high levels of insulin in your system, what that does, it actually blocks that hormone I spoke about, the leptin. Now, leptin is a hormone that's secreted from your fat cells. And when it's secreted, its function is to go up to a certain part of the brain called the hypothalamus to tell that part of the brain that, look, we've got lots of fat, we can afford to burn some fat. The hypothalamus says, yep, fine, I agree, sends a message back, and it allows your body to burn body fat. And I'm making it really simplistic for the purpose of the time I've got for this video. Problem is, when you have high levels of insulin in your system, it actually blocks that message of the leptin going to your hypothalamus. So the message never gets there. The hypothalamus never says to the fat stores, you can burn the fat. Instead, the fat stores just think, well, we've made the phone call, we've got no reply back, therefore we probably can't do anything, so we're going to hang on to this fat. And that's what tends to happen. So just relating this hormonal effect back to when you should eat your carbohydrates. If you're not eating the carbohydrates in the evening, that means that you are giving yourself from, let's say, 6 p.m. right the way through to, let's say you wake up at 6 in the morning, you give yourself a full 12 hours to put your body in the ideal fat burning state. And that's why I'm making those recommendations. Hopefully you found that information useful. As ever, if you have any questions at all, then please feel free to email them in to me, either by email or Facebook, and I'll do my best to put together an answer in the form of a video, very much like the one you're listening to here today. So thanks again for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week. Until then, take care and bye for now.